Today's video we're going to Bristol and we're going to Left-Handed Giant, and this is Sound and Fury. It's a Citra dominated IPA in conjunction with Yakima Chief Hops. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to Left-Handed Giant. They're one of the sort of premium breweries in Bristol. Had a few beers from them. I don't seem to have that many from them, but there's been a few reviews on the channel. But this is one that piqued my interest because it's brewed in collaboration with Yakima Chief Hops, and obviously it's got a lot of Yakima Chief hops in it. But even though it's got lots of different hops in it, they're all Citra hops. So we've got Citra Leaf, Citra T90, Cryo Hops, Dino Boost, American Noble, and that says it creates a huge black bouquet of blood orange, grapefruit, lime with pops of honeydew melon, peach and lychee. Citra, and more Citra. So if you like Citra hops, then surely you're going to like this. Now, I'm a big fan of Citra hops. I like single hopped beers with Citra in. In fact, I've got this beer this month, it might go over a couple of months, but I've got my last unboxing. You see my unboxing video. I've got a Citra only beer from Verdant as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they sort of compare. But we're going to crack this one open today. 6.5%. Let's get it in the glass, see what it's all about. Take the glasses off. Try not to make too much of a mess of an explosion. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think Citra is that, I've said it before, Citra is the sort of hop. If you're going to do single hop beers, that's the one to use. That's the hop to use, really. And obviously using with all these different ones, all these different types, or variations of Citra, it's really just going to get hopefully a little bit more complexity to that flavour. So you're not just getting that. Citra doesn't really sort of give out one sort of hit of flavour, really. There's lots of different flavours going on. It has a lot of citrus flavours, hence the name Citra, but it also brings a lot of tropical. And that's why it works so well, because it's almost like 3 or 4 different hops in one. But obviously with this one, we've got different types. So I think we'll get the same sort of flavours, but we'll get a bit more intensity because of the different hops. Beer in a glass. Let's just top that one up, because I was disappointed that we've got literally a finger of, I would say, quite loose head. It won't stick around that long. Whether we'll get a little lacing, I wouldn't even say they're going to get much lacing in there. But colour wise, spot on. Bright yellowy, almost to the custard level of custard. Yellow, golden, beautiful, thinking of sunshine, even though we have not got any yet. I'm still waiting for summer to start. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see what the aroma's like. Well, considering all those sort of hops, I expected a real big hit of aroma, but it's a little subdued. You're getting light citrus aromas of lemons, mainly lemons, really. A little bit of hint of grapefruit. Well, there's a a little hint of melon in there as well. It smells good, but not overly pungent. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. Wow. Well, what it lacks in aroma really gets a big hit of flavour. It is like Citra times 5, really. And there's loads. It's got that Citra twang, but there's so much flavour of different types of flavour. Yes, there's lots of the citrus flavours. Lots of lemon and lime. A little bit of grapefruit. There's a bit of earthiness in there. You'd almost think there's something else creating a little bit of earthiness. You get melon. There's slight dankness in there. There's what can only, I think, be described as a sort of hoppy flavour. I think with all these types of hops, and especially when you're looking at like the leaf hop, I don't even know what that is. It's not like a Citra leaf rolling, is it? I don't know. But the leaf, obviously the what was the other thing? The T90 and all the rest of it. Whatever Dino Boost is, American Noble. It's very hoppy, and the flavour. There's just a strong fruit flavour that goes beyond just fruitiness. That's difficult to describe. But what I'm getting is that you're getting a real hit of like almost earthiness, earthy flavour, and a real, what's the way to describe it? It's almost like you're getting right to the heart of the fruit. You know, you are getting that sort of, you're getting all flavours of fruit really. So you're getting the rind, you're getting the pulp, you're getting the skin, you're getting everything really. Big intense hits of flavour. Body wise, it's fairly light. I say it's very light. In fact, there's not a huge amount of body in there really. Probably to be expected, even from, you know, we've had lots of IPAs recently that seem to be a bit more, you know, thinner on the body. It's not bad. There's a softness of the carbonation there, and it's very smooth. But that flavour, so much hit of flavour. If you like Citra hops, you're going to love this beer. If you don't like Citra hops, and I know there's one or two people out there, you're not going to like it, because it is Citra on top of Citra on top of Citra. Loads of flavour, I'd say. Lemons and grapefruits and limes. There's big hits of citrus. There's a little bit of the weediness in the background, a little bit of the honeydew melon coming through. And then there's a real strong flavour that almost gets to the point of bitterness. I know, I do hate when I read these, sometimes when I read these descriptions. But, you know, it says a bouquet opposed to flavour of like blood orange. And I can see that flavour there. It's not really orangey, but there's that real, the bitterness that you get with a blood orange, that sort of flavours in there. But you could say you could get that with grapefruit as well. Lychee, that is the other thing. It's probably the flavour that's probably giving it that little bit of earthiness. But it's a pretty good beer. It's a solid beer from Left Handed Giant. And as I said, if you like Citra hops, you'll like this. There's no doubt there's a lot of flavour. So let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Sound and Fury. This is a IPA with 5 different types of Citra hops in it, 6.5% from Left Handed Giant and Yakima Chief in collaboration with Yakima Chief Hops. If you like Citra, you're going to love this beer, but let's go through the scores, starting with aroma, appearance, flavour, value for money. This one was under £5, so not bad for a 6.5% IPA. And finally, my overall experience. Type the scores up, we get a recommended score. We seem to have a lot of these beers that are recommended. We don't seem to get as many that just pushing into the 80s in these days, but it's still a pretty good score. Total score, it's recommended. And if you like Citra hops, then I definitely think you should seek this out, because it's definitely a good example of Citra hops in all different sort of levels and flavours. There's more intensity than, say, if you just had Citra on its own, for example. There's a lot more of that sort of, almost to the point of tartness of flavour. It's such a hit that there's lots going on to unpack, but it's a pretty solid, if not pretty damn good example of an IPA with Citra hops. But let me know, what do you think of Citra hops? What do you think of Left Handed Giant from Bristol? Ever been to the tap room? It's on my to-do list. One day I will get to Bristol and visit this place, because I've heard great things about it. But let me know in the comments what you think of Left Handed Giant. And until the next one, you know what you're going to do. Drink good craft beer and keep on rocking.